Hey, I'm Jake.
I'm Christine.
And I'm Brian.
And today we're going to go once again back in time to watch a trailer for a B horror comedy directed by the king of B movies himself, the legendary Roger Corman, who hopefully is still alive by the time this video comes out. Ula 1950s.
No, man, he ain't the type. You don't get enough vitamin E. I'm deeply moved. And I shall compose a poem. Love is art. Art is love.
Who is that?
That's Dick Miller. He was in Gremlins.
That's why I was familiar. He was the guy who drove the...
Yep. He looks exactly the same.
The big tractor. He was drunk, right?
Yeah, and these movies are like 25 years apart, but he still looks the same.
He was black and white. Ages.
So that's A Bucket of Blood. It's a very short movie. Like, it's another film that's completely free on YouTube. It's only an hour and 5 minutes. It's basically a cheap knockoff of House of Wax, that storyline, but surprisingly works. It's about a loser who can't create art, who finds the perfect way to make sculptures. Kill people and cover them in clay.
Enjoy yourself. Where the hilarious enjoy the horrifying. In A Bucket of Blood. No, you're gonna shoot me, don't shoot!
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
His first piece being a cat.
Oh.
And it's got a few grim moments, nothing too severe because it's the 50s, but it's got a few decently done kill scenes, and some of the sculptures, just knowing what they're supposed to be, adds a level of ugh to them. And there's some good comedy here too, like
Come to the land of living dreams, where realists dream of the unreal.
Where what?
Well, you done something.
Regulus Dream of the Unreal. We've seen enough rape trailers today.
Sorry.
Beatniks at their bawdiest.
One of the funniest scenes is one of the people who puts his art on display realizes there's dead bodies in there, but he says nothing because brings in the customers. But anyway, the more art he sees, the more disturbed he becomes, knowing what they are. And after a particularly gruesome night involving a buzzsaw, he shows this art guy his latest sculpture, to which the guy gulping's like, "You made a bust?" The head. He cut a head off. And stars Dick Miller, best known as Murray Futterman from Gremlins, and playing in this film his famous character of Walter Paisley, who would also appear in other films by Gremlin director Joe Dante, like The Howling and the Twilight Zone movie. Look fun at all?
I think so.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'd watch it.
Sweet.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. If you're into art, you might like this. When I was in high school, I took an art class and actually made a few paintings. And because near the end of the year, because it was the end of the year, I convinced my art teacher to let me play this movie for the class. I don't think the other millennials were into it.
Did you get in trouble at all, or no?
No. It was a 1950s film. As long as there's no titties, you can pretty much show any movie you want in school. I mean any movie.
Blood okay, titties not.
Way of the world. See you next week.
For the past couple of years, I've been watching people on YouTube do review shows, where they give their thoughts as well as do a lot of comedy. People like the Nostalgia Critic, the Cinema Snob, the Blockbuster Buster, and so many fucking others. And like all these other movie reviewers, I've given myself a review nickname. It's something that I think will grab people's attention. Will let you know immediately that I'm a movie guy. And it's a name I'm sure that no one else has thought of using. The Unusual Suspect. I don't want to sound too full of myself, but it just feels so great when you come up with something so original.
Babe, I think that there's something you should see.